Ebobi Igbo Mamanu Asimka nke echiri ya zelu dịka o si dị gị bụ onye ọma na-ege ntị daalụ nne na ụmụ ife kunu si wee na-esola anyị n'ihe anyị na-eme n'elu akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nke taa na Eastern News 24 bịa bụ ife anyị na-akpọ ya evening tea dịka unu si wee malụ evening tea ka anyị na-akpọ ya ihe a bụ gbasịta maka ihe na-eme n'obodo a and gbasịta maka ngwụrụwa na-azọ emeka bụ ka ọ dị na ọbụla ya dị enye update ihe na-emegasị ebe dị iche iche kwuru na aghọta ife na-emenụ ọ ga-enye aka anyị na-akwado ụwa ya ọfụma n'ife ha na-eme maka information is power so ya mere anyị ji wee na-agba mbọ iwetara unu ya bụ nnukwu ozi anyị na-akpọ evening tea n'Igbo akwụkwọ ma dịka o si dị o nwere ihe Biafra prime minister nwere ikwe anyị n'elu akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nke taa a ma chọkwa onye ọbụla bụ Igbo ọma na-ege ntị na-anụ olu m na-anụ asụsụ m na-asụ gee ya bụ ife ị ga-esi ya ịdrọpụla your own contribution, your own comment n'elu akwụkwọ gbasara maka ihe ndị a niile Biafra prime minister kwuo. All right, over to you, sir.
Israel. When the time comes, the reason you have not seen the heavy impact of the Biafra forces is something that I will not share here. So if you hear us making this pronouncement, do not worry about us, especially if you are not a Biafra. Worry about your region, worry about your state, worry about your people that have been displaced by Nigeria-sponsored terrorism, that have been displaced by all the terrorists that have invaded Nigeria, and you are only concerned is what Biafrans are doing and how they are fighting their freedom. We are people of God, people that have covenant with God, God of Israel, God of Moses, God of Elijah. These are the people we are. So you cannot believe what we believe in. We have different belief. We have different religion. The covenant of God remains the covenant of God. So do not worry about us. Worry about yourselves that have been subdued by the Nigeria terrorism. You have been subdued by the terrorist state. You have been subdued by the terrorism of the Nigerian state. You have been subdued by the terrorist organization called Nigerian Army, Nigerian Police, and all other Nigerian security agents. They are all terrorists. You have been subdued by them. So you don't have the right to even ask questions. You don't have the right to protest. If you don't like anything they are doing, you will get killed. So we are not accepting that particular threat as subjugation or subdue. We don't accept it. You can't subdue Biafra people. And that's what you people, many of you don't like. Today, in Enugu, a repentant Boko Haram who was recruited into Nigerian military lynched a woman in the barrack. Of course, they will come to deny as usual. You think they will come and accept it before? You think that the Nigerian terrorist organization called Army will come and say, oh, we did, yes, we are investigating it. The guy, it was a Boko Haram and he killed the woman. No, they will deny up to the last minute. Even in the Okuma community, when they went there to attack the community, burn the community down, did they not come to deny it? They were the ones sharing the video to prove what brutality they have meted to the people of Okuma community. When the heat get too hot, they deny it. They deleted the post they made. So who doesn't know Nigeria Army as a terrorist organization? It means that you don't know the history of Nigeria. Biafra has come. And this year, the declaration of Biafra is happening. After that, we will have the right to do anything as a government. Believe me, after this year, it can never remain the same. So let them escalate whatever they are doing in the Middle East so that the eye of the world will be out of Nigeria. I will be here to also answer questions to those who may have some relevant question pertaining the security threat on Israel in Nigeria, and, of course, the proposal for the Biafra government to provide 15,000 men whenever the time is right for the ground troop, if Israel need it. Thank you. And the media team, you can take charge from here. Thank you.
Thank you, Ebo PM. Minister of Information, please come up. Mazi Nnamdi.
Yes, they will Muchineke, they will Prime Minister. What a good leader will do in time of war is to give hope and assurance to the people. That is what you've just done. And the Biafran people are very happy to have you as their Prime Minister because you have just done what a leader is supposed to have done. Biafra stands with Israel from now till eternity. Yes, my minister, Vam Vam Vam, we are here again. Over to you, please.
Okay, thank you very much, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu'S, Ebo Minister of Information. Greetings to our Abatobie Atakata Bosia, our Uno of Biafra land, Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa. We appreciate you, Mazi. And fellow Biafrans and friends of Biafra and the media and journalists that are watching right now, please, we're going to be bringing you in. As I bring you in, please do not hesitate to raise your hands and bring very relevant questions to the Prime Minister as regarding the topic we have here. And immediately you are going to get answers. And please note that you have just 60 seconds to do that, as we have almost 1,000 people, close to 1,000 people watching right now and participating in this space. Please, as you're coming in and you have a very relevant question as to what is happening right now and how we are related to this, please bring your question up, and you have 60 seconds to do that. We already have people in the room. And let me quickly start with Ifeanyi Madumere. Ifeanyi Madumere, even though your hand is not up, I just pick you, and while I wait for others to raise their hand, you have 60 seconds. If you have a question, please go ahead and bring it.
Yeah, I greet everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. Honorable PM, I greet you. My question is this. It goes to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu'S. Is there any mechanism too in securing that facility, that arena where he's been held, should in case if any of these interior plans is also geared towards that environment? That's my question. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Any issue about our leader's situation is something very sensitive at this point, and for that reason, I will not address it. But let me tell you, Biafrans are ready to secure him and rescue him from that place. He was the one, and he's still the one delaying us. Thank you.
I'm sure you got that last the answer he gave you, which you should also begin to ponder upon. And we move. Thank you. Please quickly bring your question. Rage and Fury. Please, you have 60 seconds to do that.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. Greetings. My name is Rage and Fury. I'm a proud local Biafran. And first, before I ask my question, I want to say a very big thank you to the Biafra Agbadagu. That is the Biafra thunder that strikes the zoo from all corners, you understand? Thank you very much for the great work you are doing for us. On behalf of all the Soko and Urubu Biafra, I want to say we are pleased with what you are doing for us, and we are totally behind you. Thank you very much. My question is this. If US are aware that Nigeria is funding Hamas, and how does the US see Hamas? Do they see them as terrorist organization or what? And if US is aware that Nigeria is funding Hamas, why US is funding Nigeria? Because we see the evidence when they supply their weapons to Nigeria to come and kill us in Biafra, and our army neutralize them and seize those weapons. So those are my questions, my Prime Minister. I don't know if you can answer.
Thank you very much. US is aware of everything. Everything. you surprised? Is it not the same US that has sent almost how many $1 billion to Iran? Are you not aware of that? The same Iran is now attacking Israel. The same America turn around, want to stop Iran. That is where I made a tweet in the afternoon. If you go there, you will see America is funding the people that turn around to kill their own citizens, or that will kill their own citizens. That's what is going on. And this is being spearheaded by Obama. When Biden was coming to power, we warned that he is not going to be the president of America. That is going to be somebody like Obama that will be behind the scene. And every policy you see today is the policy of Obama, pro-Islamic State. First, I want to share a story of how ISIS was created. Many of you do not know how ISIS was created. ISIS was created from the war in Syria. Now let us go back to the time of Gaddafi in Libya. What happened to Gaddafi? America funded, under Obama, funded the rebels in Libya to remove Gaddafi from power. America under Obama, pumped weapons to North Africa. They were supervising it. They were blockade. They closed the airspace. They declared no-fly zone. And they were using the Mediterranean Sea, shielding these rebels who they don't know who they are. But you know, the people funding them knows who they are. But the average American, average European do not know who they are. They funded people they know nothing about. What happened? They succeeded in killing Gaddafi. After they killed Gaddafi, what happened? The entire weapon was moved to the Sahel region of Africa. From Sahel region, they moved it to the West African, to Nigeria. Boko Haram began to use the weapons that America supplied to rebels in Libya. So the war was not actually about Libya. It was about the destabilization of North Africa, which will further give birth to what you see today, Boko Haram weapons everywhere. That is one. Has Obama apologized to Africa for that? Are you going to compare the time of Gaddafi and now? The answer is no. So what is the essence of arming rebels in Libya? Now, can you just answer me? Can somebody explain the reason for funding army rebels to kill Gaddafi in Libya? It is to destabilize Africa. That's number one. Number two, when the war of Syria started, before the war of Syria started, it is the same thing they did in Libya that they wanted to do in Syria. They funded and armed rebels in Syria. They said, oh, we are not going to go, our ground troop will not go there. So who are you funding? Who are you giving arms to? They don't know. But some of them know who they are. It was from there. Those people that supplied arms to Obama, supplied arms to Syria, splitted into three. One of them become the ISIS today. The other two engaged the Syria, engaged the NATO. The other one fought alongside with Assad, the Syrian government, and Russia came to help them. As that was going on, Turkey was buying oil from the ISIS. One of them who controlled the oil in Syria. And Russia was not happy with that. Several times, if you all can remember when the aeroplane was shut down. And Russia accused Turkey of buying the gas from ISIS in order to fund them. This was going on. Everybody, those who were interested in reading what is going on, know what I'm talking about. That was how ISIS came on board, using America's arms supplied by Obama. So Donald Trump came. Many of us who understood what is going on and how Donald Trump can stop this nonsense, we supported Donald Trump. We supported Donald Trump because he was the right man then. But many people was calling Donald Trump a racist. He hates blacks. We saw beyond that. We saw beyond a man who was just abusing blacks. It was not just about abuse. We saw something beyond abusing blacks. And by the way, was there anything he said about blacks that were not true? Is there anything he said about Nigerian criminals that were not true? Is it that Nigeria is a shithole? Is it a lie? Or is it because it was coming from him? So, nobody can come out and say what Trump said was a lie. But why was a white man saying it? Why is it was a white man who said it? That was the problem. And that is the hypocrites, political correctness that we see ourselves today. It has destroyed the human dignity, the morality we have as a people. You are saying it. You are wrong. You are the wrong person to say it. We supported Donald Trump because of that. And when he came on board, what happened? ISIS disappeared. Donald Trump dealt with them. And Obama policy, Obama structure for the Islamization was truncated by the policy of Trump. Many people don't. This I'm telling you today, please go back and reflect and see what I'm telling you. Everything was truncated by Donald Trump foreign policy. ISIS was wiped away. From Iraq to Afghanistan, Taliban, to Syria, everywhere was calm. And then they used media to destroy Donald Trump, just like they are trying to destroy me. They use media. Every media was against Donald Trump. They tell you he is sick, he is too flamboyant. Is it sickness? Is it flamboyant we are talking about? We are talking about the foreign policy that have restored peace globally. He went as far as even talking to the North Korea. He visited there. There was a process of restoring peace globally. And then Obama and their multinational corporation came back again and started campaigning for Joe Biden. We warned the Americans. They say it was not our business. What's our business in American politics? We warned them. As what is to come today, all of them are crying. All of them are crying for Donald Trump. All of them are crying that Joe Biden is this and that. That is exactly what is going on today. Joe Biden administration funded Iran up to $6 billion or more than $6 billion. The same Iran is attacking Israel. The same America is defending Israel against Iran. What does that tell you? So if you ask a question about how America is funding Nigeria, it is kind of funny. Because these are people who have ulterior motive that only them know. And like I said, there is somebody behind the scene. And the person is Obama. Obama is Biden. Biden is Obama. So the question of what they do and give money or aid to these countries is just for formality. They turn around, use that money to fund the attack against the American people. And that's exactly what is happening in Nigeria today. The same American general came to the Sahel region. He was making comments about Boko Haram, Al-Qaeda, ISWAP, that it is only in Nigeria they have been able to work together. And what they are looking for is to make Nigeria a safe haven so they can now begin to attack the West and America. And he said they are very sure that this is what they want to do, but they don't know when this particular attack is going to start. The same America today can watch how Hamas came to Nigeria and a platform was given to the leader of Hamas, and the land has been allocated to them in the northern Nigeria to mine Californium to raise money to fight against Israel. The same America is watching Biafra, see how Biafra is going to do. Instead of them to arm us, we are not Islamic rebels. But you see, because we carry Bible like them, they will not arm us. Because we are peaceful like them, they will not arm us. They rather arm Taliban. They rather arm terrorists in Libya. They will arm rebel terrorists in Syria. But when it comes to Christians, they will never arm you. So what are they trying to let you know? They are trying to let you know that you must be radical before you can get the attention of the world. Go and ponder on what I have just said today. Have you seen them arming all Islamic rebels around the world? But when it comes to Christian rebels, if they call us rebels, because that's what they call us. When it comes to Christian separatists, they will let you to suffer. They will allow you to kill yourself for 30 years, like they did in Sudan. In Sudan, North and South Sudan, 30 years for fight before they now say, come and have your freedom. But when it comes to Islamic rebels, you will see America funding them. They did it to Taliban. Everybody knows the history of Taliban. It was to use Taliban to fight Russia. It failed. They have done it to Libya. It failed. They did it to Syria. It failed. But when it comes to Christians, us, we are Christians. We believe the same faith with America. We have the same constitution with America. We believe in human dignity with America. They will turn back on us. So, and the person engineering this current American policy is Obama, pro-Islamic state. Thank you.
Please, my Prime Minister, in 30 seconds, please. I don't know if I can speak in 30 seconds. From what you just explained, sir, and I realize that America in secret is funding terrorists to take over people's land so that they can form alliance with these terrorists after the terrorists have conquered and take away the resources of the people. That is my understanding. But I want to say to America and Britain that no matter how thick the darkness is, it cannot overshadow the light. The light is the truth. And what makes you a powerful nation is your ability to defend the truth, not the amount of the weapons of war that you have. But if America has chosen under Joe Biden to turn their back against the truth, to turn their back against justice, this will mark the beginning of America and Britain's fall. Thank you very much, my Prime Minister, for the explanation. God bless you, sir.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Rage and Fury. And I can feel the rage in you there. Thank you very much. We move, and I appreciate our Prime Minister. That was a very detailed explanation, and even the deaf could hear it. That packaged truth that cannot be covered. Thank you so much. And then we'll go very fast. Please, 60 seconds to you, Mazi, Gina, and Merem. Please quickly bring your question. 60 seconds.
Okay. Good evening, my Prime Minister, Prime Minister of the Biafra people. We greet you, sir. We are seeing your hard work, and thank you so much for standing up for this wonderful, for our wonderful brothers Israel. And I just want to say, ask you something, please. Can you please pardon us and tell the people that doesn't know the relationship between Biafra and Israel? Can you please share more light about the relationship between us? Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. As everybody who may, or those who may not understand the relationship between us and Israel, we are the descendant of the Jews, and we are part of the Jews of Africa. A lot of people, a lot of researchers have actually said that Israel came from us, that the Jews came from us, and that we are the original Jews. So there has been a lot of research, and scholar opinion about Biafra, the descendant, the people of the gods. So we are, I would say, the original Jews. And having said that, during the time, even before the Biafra War, the of Israel participated, although that time they played the double standard of supporting Biafra and at the same time supporting Israel, supporting Nigeria. And I wouldn't blame them because they worked based on the information available to them as at that time. But now, a lot of secret is out. So they wouldn't do that double standard again. During the time of the Biafra-Nigeria war, over 50 Israeli Jewish organizations supported Biafra because they have come to understand that indeed we are the people of God, the descendants of Jews, like you have them in Ethiopia. You know, it is only in Biafra land that Nigeria succeeded in ridiculing the Jews, the Biafra people. But in Ethiopia today, for example, they recognized the Ethiopian Jews. But Nigeria and the Britain worked tirelessly to ridicule us before any person, before any government in the world. They ridiculed us. They told them very bad things about Biafra, and in quest to silence and block whoever that will wish to help Biafra to gain independence from Nigeria. So the war we are fighting is the most difficult, the most complicated, the most difficult task. And our freedom will come like no other freedom in the history of mankind. That's why we understand the complexity of fighting for our freedom to exit Nigeria. So, in a nutshell, the answer to your question or to address the people is that we, the Biafra people, are the people of Jews. And we are the descendants of Jews, and we are the black Jews, just like you have them in Ethiopia. And the Ethiopian Jews, for example, were recognized by the Israeli government, and they can travel to Israel without visa. They are treated just like them, one of them in Israel, but not the people of Biafra, because Nigeria and Britain made it possible to block that particular opportunity and possibility. But we are not going to give up. We know that in time to come, we are not going to look for them, they will look for us. Just like today, as this war is going on, we know that now it is just a technological war where the drone is doing its job. They are firing rockets and all that. But the time will come when they are going to need the ground troop. Biafra will offer them 15,000 men. It may even increase. Just to show that we will never forget our roots. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. I'm so happy with your wisdom. Thank you so much. And I'll say, talking about recognizing Jews in Ethiopia, I also want to tell you, sir, in Aguleri, I'm from Anamo, and I was born and brought up in Aguleri. In Aguleri, there is a place called Enugu Aguleri. That Enugu Aguleri is where Eri was buried. If you want to our listeners, go to Genesis chapter 46, verse 16. You will see where Bible mentioned Eri left Egypt. So let me not go far from that place. So every year in Aguleri we celebrate Eri Day, and in that day, Israel people used to come there. Some last people used to do some rituals, and that place that Eri was buried. There's one tree that have three fruits. That is three trinity. That tree grew up where it was buried.
And the by Dalu Lindano, Giboya Manegente, Kiss where Nupano Nuai, and Kiss Wogan West Sola in the INM, if I may Nubosinkata, na Eastern News 24. I see na Oya Drun Chadi the Nama. Na chuko kabia mayano ala yofu nofu otu ay kuro otu ako ya diriri ise ede ko side una nugo ni ye Biafran prime minister kwugasi dị iche iche and chetakwa na ya bụ evening tea. Before anyị aga n'elu ikwu okwu dị aha anyị chọrọ ikwu, nke bụ ọ bụrụ na ihe a ka bụ ụbọchị ize gị na-esoro anyị na Eastern News 24, kabalụ ka ị join anyị and subscribe, turn on your notification ka ị lapụ miss any of our daily update. Ọ dị ezigbo mkpa ụmụchukwu n'elu akwụkwọ ka ị lapụ miss ya, maka na ebe ị ga na-eweta latest information na-emenụ ka ị mara ka esi azụ onwe gị. Dịka o si dị, anyị jikwala ada ekene mmadụ dịka PM and also bụ ndị n'ọrụ n'ụlọokwu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu'S bụ onye ndu nke ndị Igbo. Chukwuoka abịama ya nọnyere gị. Ikpe gị na-abịa na 19th, Chukwuoka abịama ga-enye gị freedom. Ise ị ga-ewere onwe gị, ọ nwere ife onye ịrọpụrụ ime gị, maka ife ị na-ekwu bụ eziokwu. Chukwuoka abịama sị gị kwuo eziokwu, a na-akụrọ mmiri. The gospel of Chukwuoka abịama ya ka ọ na-ezi. Cheki ife niile onye ndu kwuru, pịkọ ka kreatọ, cheki stọk ya bụ ife niile a bụ ife n'ime obodo kịta. Chinefe a na-anụ ọzọ anọgide asị na sineti enye ya 500 million. Gịnị ka a jizi ya eme? And people nọ na-ata afọ, anọgide si mba not 255 million. What is happening? Sometimes na-ajụ ndị bayo, gịnị na-eme na anyị ka e mere anyị ife a? Anọgide asị na eburu ụmụ akwụkwọ 200 and something Christians to tell you that this country can never be one. Ọ bụrụ ofu, chekie ya. Ọ bụkwa a ga-asịkwa nọ ndị Biafra Liberation Army bie je bugo n'ụmụaka na Sokoto, a ga-akpọkọfa afa na to tell you the country, the bias, everything is not working, nothing is working. What ife na-alụ ọrụ, everything dey paralyzed ka onye ike ụwa gwụ. Chekie ya na ife anyị na-agwụ bụ eziokwu. Ịghọtago? $1 n'ugoro exchange onye ahụ handụrụ over na 750. Now today is sending bụ almost 1,658 naira. Imagine. Igbo bụ Igbo gwụna ka ọha m n'ọnụ. Kabalụ ka kọmentị ya n'ihe ya and share ya. Ọ dị mkpa ka o lichie more of our blooders and bleeders ka ha mara